We're back now with a story you'll see only on Fox. Marcus Lattimore is one of the biggest football stars to ever come out of the state. His amazing journey took him to the NFL and now back to South Carolina.
Sports anchor Aaron Cheslock is back with us with Lattimore facing rehab, retirement, and what to do next in part 2 of his series. Aaron.
Cody, Diana, Lattimore's just found out the severity of his knee injury. All 4 ligaments, nerves, muscles, arteries, torn and damaged. He's told there's a chance he might not walk again. But the Gamecocks great decides to make another comeback, knowing full well he'll need the help of his support system now more than ever.
Anger, without a doubt. Like, just angry. And then sadness sets in later, but angry, mad. After all I've done been through, I can't play it anymore. I can't play this season out either.
Marcus Lattimore's gone from upstate legend to national sensation with the Gamecocks. But for the second time in as many years, a knee injury's put his career in doubt. Again, Lattimore leans on his mother and girlfriend to help motivate him through rehab.
Well, the second time around was a lot more difficult because, it was a lot worse. So I'm pretty sure he was probably depressed. He didn't talk a lot.
The 3 of them all cram in a 1-bedroom apartment.
He didn't have to worry about where am I going to go or, who's going to help me out or anything like that because he knew. There was no question about that.
5.5 months into rehab, Lattimore works out for NFL scouts. He says adrenaline made him fast. Then, day 3 of the draft. All the hard work pays off. Lattimore's dream comes true.
One of the best feelings I've ever had in my life. You ready to be a 49er? We're about to pick you. And man, it's crazy.
I was elated. I just felt like, okay, this is what it's all about right here. Just realizing his dream.
Strictly rehab to start in San Francisco, getting the knee back to where it once was. Dating long distance, Bailey tries her best to stay supportive from afar.
It's like 5,000 miles away, you're 3 hours behind, and then I was usually working until about 2 a.m. anyway. It's like, it's hard.
The struggles and setbacks continue on the field. 2 years in, Lattimore still hadn't taken a snap. Frustration hit a breaking point in November 2014.
Why am I not back to myself yet? I was trying to run the way I used to, but I couldn't because my knee wouldn't let me. After the surgeries, I noticed myself hesitate every time. I would come up to it and I would, pattern my feet, scared to make that cut. Your knee's not ready for this.
The toughest decision a pro athlete can face.
It finally hits me that, dang, I can't play this game anymore.
Back to South Carolina without ever playing it down in the pros. Lattimore needs a new path, so he goes back to school and begins working with his foundation, appropriately enough, named with the acronym DREAMS. The goal? Developing South Carolina's youth on and off the field.
I'm so excited about these next steps in life because, that's what life is. Adversity is a part of life. It is. And, you can run from it or you can man up and take it.
Through it all, Marcus and Miranda managed to keep their relationship out of the public eye. Then, everything changed. At a football camp in April, Marcus is giving a post-practice speech. Miranda's handing out flyers.
Then I look over and Marcus is on one knee and I'm like just didn't know. My heart just dropped.
Now the 3 are on the same roster.
He's brought so much joy and pride just to the town of Duncan, to South Carolina. And it wasn't just because of a football game. And it wasn't just for him, it was for everybody out there.
Marcus Lattimore always dreamed of getting drafted.
I'm glad I didn't give up because, these letters just kept flowing in. We're praying for you. We're thinking about you. You're an inspiration.
Dear Marcus.
I feel like my football career, it ended the way it was supposed to end. Through everything that I went through, when I retired, I was at peace for some reason. I was at peace. I was at peace with everything that happened because I knew I put everything I had into this game. I'm happier than I ever been in my life.
While many might say, what if? For Marcus Lattimore, it's what now. Lattimore, his mom and fiance all work for the foundation. He's also back at school, coaching running backs for the Gamecocks as well as helping with recruiting. Lattimore's dream is to have an all-inclusive sports performance facility to help train athletes for anything, both physically and mentally. He's slated to marry his high school sweetheart this December. His main message through it all is for athletes that have been injured or are injured to never give up but accept help from others on their way back. We've got more information on Lattimore's foundation and both parts of Motivating Marcus online at foxcarolina.com.